Tokyo is renowned for its several famous places that have since become household names across the world. You have Akihabara's electronic city, Shibuya's bustling downtown scene, Shinjuku's fascinating Kabukicho area, and the list goes on. And as for the star of this episode, Roppongi is no exception, with it being considered the heart of Tokyo's art scene. It embraces the reputation as Tokyo's modern art capital, with multiple shopping districts and restaurants putting their own artistic spin on things. Whether it be a sleek shopping mall, an Instagram-worthy street, or a perfect pastry you'd rather look at than eat, you can find all of this in Roppongi. So today, I'm going to show you the top 7 unique and hidden things to do in Roppongi 2023. Get your art canvases ready and let's get into it. Number 7. Tokyo Midtown. Tokyo Midtown is the part of Roppongi where art and architecture combine with magnificent results. As you enter Midtown, you are immediately met with a modern, stylish office park, complete with sleek benches and an impressive overhead. This is a great place to sit down and catch your breath while appreciating the atmosphere. Making your way through the park, you'll walk into Tokyo Midtown's next major attraction, its shopping complex. The inside has a clean, sleek look with dozens of designer shops to choose from. This place is still worth going to even if you're not there to shop. That's because they provide their own free version of art if you decide to come here during the right time of year. Walk through here during Christmas and you'll be met with beautiful decorations and a unique Christmas tree to take photos of and show your friends back home. Lastly, as we move back outside, they have another park similar to the office park that we mentioned, but with a little more greenery and an art museum you can check out. However, this park gets a little more special treatment than the other one. Like the mall, this park will host special events during certain times of the year, like Christmas. During the winter, you can check out the ice skating rink or get a free Christmas show in the park itself. Alright, that's stop number 1. Let's keep going and see what else Roppongi has to offer. Number 6. Harry Potter Town. This unique Harry Potter town is a short 3-minute walk from Akasaka Station, which can be accessed by the Chiyoda line. And trust me, you want to use the train station to get to Akasaka. Here's why. As soon as you get off the train station, you walk into a magical hallway that immediately gives you the feeling you're actually in the Harry Potter world. There is a massive red carpet, almost like it's welcoming you into the town, with a huge version of the time turner necklace Hermione used in the 3rd book. Lining the walls of the train station are paintings reminiscent of what you'd see in Hogwarts Castle. And to complete the atmosphere, they have the iconic Harry Potter theme song playing throughout the station, which I can't play for copyright reasons, but I know you get the picture. After you get your fill of the town's entrance, all you need to do is take a quick walk up the stairs and around the corner, and the Harry Potter Cafe immediately comes into view. Inside, you are able to order a variety of food and drinks that are references to the Harry Potter world. Just make sure you book it well in advance, as this cafe is reservation only. If you don't get a chance to enjoy the inside, right next to the entrance, they have a takeout window where you can order some of the treats to go. Another alternative you can choose is the Tully's Coffee just across the street. They have a partnership with the Harry Potter franchise and are serving Harry Potter drinks all the time. Besides the cafes, they have a Harry Potter store as well. And even though you have to make a reservation to enter the store, like the cafe, you can usually reserve a spot same day if it's early enough, or almost certainly reserved for the next day. Inside, you can get all the different cloaks from each house of Hogwarts, wands, goodies from Honeydukes, and a ton of other things from the Harry Potter world. Up next is a spot that is right down the street from the Harry Potter Cafe, but is a must visit if you want to get a perfect picture as a souvenir while in Tokyo. Number 5. Hiei Shrine. This beautiful shrine is only a 10-minute walk from the Harry Potter town, and it's well worth the short trip. This shrine is well hidden, both from the eye and foreign tourists. It is nestled at the top of a massive hill, which can be a daunting task to climb. But if you're lazy like me, you can just take the fancy escalators they have at the main entrance. Once at the top, you are met with the beautiful temple that Shinto shrines are known for. But what's even better, there are no foreign tourists here. Unlike Asakusa's Sensoji Shrine, you can fully immerse yourself in the atmosphere of what a shrine should be. It's even more special to visit during the beginning of the year like I did, because you can witness all the ceremonial events that take place around this time. But the main reason this shrine makes the list is the beautiful sight of the Torii Gate's entrance. If you don't have Kyoto's famous 10,000 Torii Gate shrine planned in your itinerary, that's no problem. You can get that same photo right in the heart of Tokyo. You'll find find the Torii Gate entrance located on the western side of Hiei Shrine. You can either find it as you make your way out of the shrine, or locate the stairwell to make it to the base of the gates. Once you're there, you can appreciate the gates in all their glory and even snap a picture or two for your Instagram. Alright, let's move back into the heart of Roppongi and cover some treasures you don't want to miss. Number 4, Gori Gori Burger. Alright, I know you all are starving after all that walking. Well, if you're looking for a delicious American-style burger to satisfy your appetite, this is the perfect place to do it. Gori Gori Burger doesn't hide the fact that it tries to mimic the famous American-style hamburgers, and they are totally within their right to do so, because their burgers are as close as you can get to being in America. This restaurant has an impressive selection of burgers on their menu, similar to what you would find in America. You can choose burgers with tons of cheese, or stick with the classic bacon burger. When it comes to size, you can have anywhere from a normal single patty burger all the way to the enormous 4x4 patty burger or the challenge burger, which have almost 2 pounds of meat on them. And don't think that this place is trying to make up with lack of quality for quantity, because the taste is just as amazing. Their beef is perfectly seasoned, with their cheese and bacon selection definitely on point. They even go a step further to make it feel like a classic American burger joint, offering dozens of draft beer choices and even a beer flight option. These beers can be a perfect way to wash down those 4x4 or challenge burgers. And to complete the American vibe, they even have American sports channels playing on TV and showing American football. This is a great spot for any American expats or any tourists that have always wanted to try an American burger. Now that we have gorged ourselves on all this great food, let's go walk some of this food off with our next spot on this list. Number 3, Roppongi Hills. This spot is a must visit for several reasons. To start, similar to Tokyo Midtown, they have a great shopping mall that is open air, giving you several options to pick out some souvenirs while still enjoying the fresh outdoor air. But this is only a sliver of what Roppongi Hills has to offer. Just across the mall is one of Japan's biggest TV studios, TV Asahi. Even though most of us don't watch Japanese TV, it is still an interesting spot to quickly check out. That's because at the ground floor, they have one of their main broadcasting studios. And if you're lucky, you can even spectate the crew during a live show and see how big studios work behind the scenes. Right next to the studio, they have the beautiful Mori Garden. Here, you can take a nice walk around the pond and enjoy some nice greenery in the middle of all this concrete jungle. But during a certain time of the year, it gets a magical makeover, which I'll cover in a minute. And lastly, you have the street that is always the cover photo of Roppongi itself, which is none other than Keyakizaka Street. Keyakizaka Street is one of those picture-perfect spots with the perfectly slight curve in the road, giving you the full view of the trees lining the scenic spot. And just like Tokyo Midtown, both this street and Mori Garden are decorated with thousands of dazzling Christmas lights during the winter. This gives the garden and Keyakizaka Street an absolutely magical view. Alright, now that we've covered how pleasing Roppongi Hills can be on your eyes, let's talk about a place that is just as pleasing but for your mouth. Coming in at number 2, we have Ginza West Aoyama Garden. This amazing and hidden cafe is the perfect spot for a delightful dessert after a great meal, like Gori Gori Burger. Like the rest of Roppongi, Ginza West prides itself in making both food and atmosphere look and feel as stylish as possible. And I gotta say, they do a great job at both. Before you even enter, you already know this place is high quality, with its very sleek look on the outside. Once inside, you are immediately greeted with several different delicious looking treats lining their display case. As soon as you are seated, you are presented with a menu of pastries and desserts, all of which look irresistible. In fact, they looked so good, we had to order multiple pastries just so we could see if they tasted as good as they looked, which they absolutely did, by the way, so don't worry about that. With any pastry or dessert you choose, you are given the option to make it a set. And what makes all of this even better and more unique, they will bring all the available options out on a tray so you can decide which one you want. This is really creative, as it takes seeing what's on the menu to a whole other level. And of course, I had to order the main entree this place is famous for. They're unbelievably smooth and round pancakes. This pancake looked like something out of a work of art or drawing. going. It is perfectly cooked with a beautifully even golden brown glaze coating the outside of the pancake. And on the inside, the theme of perfection continues as it was cooked just right, leaving the interior moist but still fluffy and ready to eat. And the best about this pancake? It absolutely tastes as good as it looks. I almost didn't want to put any butter or syrup on it, as you could literally eat this thing plain and still be satisfied. I cannot recommend this place enough. It was a close call between this and the number 1 choice, but the deciding factor as to what placed this as number 2 on the list was the location, which is just enough to make the spot a little out of the way and isolated. But if you have the time, you definitely need to try Ginza West Aoyama Garden. Before we move on to my number 1 pick, let's quickly cover an honorable mention that cannot be missed while you're in Roppongi. Coming in as this video's honorable mention is Roppongi's famous nightlife. Roppongi is right up there with Shibuya as one of the main places in Tokyo to go drinking or clubbing and dance the night away. Roppongi boasts famous nightclubs and bars like One Oak, V2, and Public Stand. But don't worry, there's much more than just those 3 places to check out. If clubbing and bars are your type of scene, check out all the spots I've linked in the description below so you can make the most of your night here. Alright, let's move on to our final spot on this list. Number 1. Mori Tower. Located in Roppongi Hills, Mori Tower is the heart of Roppongi's amazing art scene. But that isn't the only reason Mori Tower has rightfully earned its spot at number 1. To start, you can head to the observation deck of the tower where you can get the most value for your money. For 2,000 yen, you can get a beautiful skyline view of the city that rivals Tokyo Skytree's view. But that's not all. They also include art exhibitions you can check out while still enjoying the beautiful city view. Speaking of art, Mori Tower's main attraction is all the different art exhibitions you can experience. One of the special venues going on when I visited was about the famous manga creator known for his iconic series Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter. However, like the Harry Potter Cafe, you have to book well in advance. Finally, the main art gallery of Mori Tower is the Mori Art Museum. Here, you can see interesting art galleries on display from prominent Japanese artists. For this current venue, these famous artists give their views on how people, culture, and nature all cross paths in today's world. I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of art, so it should really say something that I decided to put this at the top of the list. I was really impressed with how creative and beautiful these artists were able to convey their thoughts into their work. Whether it be reimagining construction equipment, interpretations of how future restaurants will be, or even expressing their own life, you can really feel what they are expressing through their creative displays. And if you're like me and still have trouble understanding what some of their pieces are about, they provide a prompt about each artist and their work, so you can have some context about what kind of message they're trying to convey. Whether you appreciate art or just want a nice view of the city, Mori Tower is an absolute must visit on your next trip to Tokyo. I hope you found some great new places to visit in Tokyo from this video. If you did, please like the video so more people can learn all the things you can do in Tokyo, and subscribe for more Japan and Tokyo content coming your way. Also, check out my Thatch profile in the description below so I can help plan your next trip to Japan. And if you want to see more things to do in Tokyo, click this video right here. Alright, that's gonna do it, and until next time, I'll see you then.